Get ready. Get set. It's time for the Basement View. Good evening. Good evening. It is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it is Friday. Glad I was able to make it, and glad you made it. Hope you made it. Hope everybody's doing good this evening. We halfway through November, and man, couple weeks. Hey, what's up, James? Couple weeks. It'll be Thanksgiving and Black Friday and going into Christmas. It's crazy. Man, at least we will have gotten there. Hey, Lisa, what's going on? At least we would have gotten there. Can't argue with that. Gotta tell you, I'm happy, feeling good. Got my bike ride in today. Luckily, it's still in the 50s, so I figured out a way to keep getting my bike ride in. Hey, Erica, what's up? Going into Project 2025. Yeah. As a matter of fact, we're going to get into a little bit of that nice and early, just so I can get this Department of Defense part out of the way. But hey, what's up, Charles? First though, I'm gonna tell. I gotta shout out to oh, by the way, hit that thumbs up for me. You know, that helps the algorithm out. I gotta put this out there, folks. Now, I know some of y'all wanted Trump to win. Okay, I know that's cool. You know, of the other persuasion. Hey, it's chilly. Oh, got to 70. Oh, that's chilly. Yeah, all right. Yeah, right. But anyway, I'm gonna say this again. Just because Trump won, watch what you say. You can't just go out there saying whatever you want to say to whoever you want to say it to. Got to get that out there. You know, let me start this evening off. I'm going to show a couple of clips right quick, just so we can get an idea of what's been started already. Let's take a look.
Black. There's a difference between black and niggers.
Oh shit. Sir, please, I would have to ask you.
Shut your goddamn mouth. No. Come on, your mouth again. Shut your goddamn mouth.
Come on.
Watch your goddamn mouth. Fuck it.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
See, it's done started. It's done started. What'd you say, Erica? I feel you, girl. I feel you. That's what I'm saying. You know, it's jawbreaking season. You know, I heard that somebody told me a little while back that it's cuffing season. And for those who know, you know what that is. Well, apparently, it's jawbreaking season too. Apparently, this gentleman called the man a certain word that he didn't appreciate being called, apparently. And we got another one. Let's have a look.
Oh, what you gonna do with your fat flat head? Stop playing, man. Like, we like this shit. Yo, why every motherfucker got here some fight and you call the police on me too? Yo!
Yes, sir.
Fuck you know this one. Call another motherfucker a nigga, bitch. Call another motherfucker a nigga. Fuck wrong with you. Fuck out. Fuck wrong.
You just can't go calling people out of their name. You can't go calling folks out of their name just because you feel empowered, because yo guy won and he telling you about making something great and all that other shit. You just gotta hold your tongue. Hold your tongue. You can't do that. It's jawbreaking season. and there's some folks out there don't mind breaking jaws. Erica, you say you stay strapped. I heard that. I know that's right. Hey, gotta do what you gotta do. They coming out the woodwork acting a fool. So fuck them. Fuck them. So it is what it is. Gotta do what you gotta do. Yes, Carmen, this is what Trump wants. He wants absolute chaos. And from the looks of things, he's gonna get it. I mean, let's face it. I'm sure everybody's heard that he decided he's gonna do the Robert F. Kennedy Jr. thing over Health and Human Services. Really? So, it's going to have to be, you're going to have to take care of yourself, because there ain't going to be nobody out there to take care of you. It is what it is. So anyway, I'm going to jump right into this Department of Defense stuff to get it out of the way, just to get this 2025 part of this evening out before it gets late, because I tend to go to running my damn mouth, and the next thing you know, I don't have time to put this information out there. So let's do this right quick. Let me get some of this out, okay? On the Department of Defense personnel side of things, I covered some of the processes they intend to cut out and other things they intend to do. This is on the personnel side, okay? One of the things is in the recruitment. They intend to improve recruiting by suspending the use of recently introduced MHS Genesis system. I don't know what that is. Hadn't looked that up yet. That's a process for putting people in the system that uses private medical records of potential recruits. So they don't intend to use the medical records of potential recruits. Now, it says that creates unnecessary delays and unwarranted rejections. So they're going to suspend using medical records for potential recruits. So, hey, Sherry. So I guess you'll be able to get into service, with any kind of conditions or any kind of problems or anything like bone spurs. And also, another bullet point, exceptions for individuals who are already predisposed to require medical treatment. For example, HIV positive or suffering from gender dysphoria should be removed. And those with gender dysphoria should be expelled from military service. Well, if you hey Carmen, I guess they won't know if you got flat feet or not if they're not going to use medical records. And I don't know how you're gonna determine somebody's is predisposed to something if you're not using medical records. Maybe this wasn't all that well thought out after all, They're going to strengthen protections for chaplains to carry out their ministry according to the tenets of their faith. I've never seen any particular area in which chaplains were prohibited from doing anything. I'm ex-military. I've never seen or heard of military chaplains being prohibited from doing anything that falls into their faith. I don't know where that comes from. They intend to reinstate service members to active duty who were discharged for not receiving the COVID vaccine. Well, you had to see that coming. And restore their appropriate rank and provide back pay. Well, you had to see that coming. Knew that was coming. So that's no secret. Now, here's one that's interesting. Eliminate Marxist indoctrination and divisive critical race theory programs. Where have we heard that before? And abolish newly established diversity, equity, and inclusion offices and staff. You heard it here first, folks. Yes, I was Navy. So, we're going to eliminate all of that critical race theory shit, all that diversity and equity and inclusion, all that's going away. You know what that means, right? Just for those that don't know what that means, okay. That means no more of this black generals and black captains and majors and Latino majors and lieutenants and no more of that shit. Ain't no more Latino generals and women generals and captains and shit. No more of that shit. We done with that. Okay. That's what that means. All right. For those that don't get it. Okay. We're going to audit the course offerings at military academies to remove Marxist indoctrination. Remember, you see, you keep hearing that Marxist indoctrination. God damn it. Indoctrination. Anyway, I'll get it eventually. And they're going to eliminate tenure for academic professionals. So, that means we're going into the military academies, and if you have tenure as an instructor there, you no longer have tenure. You're going to be kicked the fuck out if you're not teaching what we want you to teach. Matter of fact, we know you're not, so we kick you out and putting who we want to teach in. That's what that means. And the same rules are going to apply for all other Department of Defense contracting personnel. Okay? So, all of this inclusion and equity and diversity, no more of that. Not even at the academy. We ain't teaching that shit. As a matter of fact, we kicking out the teachers that was, okay? No matter what tenure you had. Okay, here's one more. Reverse policies that allow transgender individuals to serve in the military. Gender dysphoria is incompatible with the demands of military service, and the use of public monies for transgender surgeries or to facilitate abortion for service members should be ended. So y'all remember that when they started changing these abortion laws, the military, you could still get an abortion considering you were in the military. Well, no more of that. No more of that. You know, if you're transgender, you can't be in the military at all. And, you know, they're kicking you out. If you're in there already, they're kicking you out. So, okay, we already know where they're going. Okay? They put it in writing. So, you know. All right, check this out. Reduce the number of generals. Where did I just hear that at? Getting rid of diversity and equity. Damn right you're going to reduce the number of generals. Right. You're going to reduce it down to a nice white number. Yeah. Boy, I tell you, they got it going on. It is something to behold. It is something to behold. This stuff. Let's see. Rebuild the army. Now, I don't know, but Trump said he rebuilt the entire military. Didn't he say that? I thought he said that. I thought he said that somewhere, that he rebuilt the entire military. Well, what's the need in them rebuilding the army? Increase the army budget to remain the world's preeminent land power. Increase the army force structure by 50,000 to handle 2 regional contingencies simultaneously. I don't know if 50,000 is going to be enough to do that. Or an extra 50,000. I don't know if that, I don't know how many we got, but an extra 50,000, I don't know what good that's going to do. Here's one. You ready? Transform Army culture and training. The Army can no longer serve as the nation's social testing ground. A rebuilt Army that is focused on its core warfighting mission and empowered it with the tools, resources, and authorities it needs to accomplish that mission must be the next administration's highest defense priority. Stop using the Army as a test bed for social evolution. Well, isn't that just peachy? So we know what that means, okay? We all know what that means. I guess I'm gonna leave it there. Well, wait a minute. There's one. Maybe I'll get into this one. They intend to reestablish offensive capabilities to guarantee a favorable balance of forces, efficiently manage the full deterrent spectrum, and seriously complicate enemy calculations of successful first strike against the United States space assets. That's for the Space Force that they have. That's interesting. Anyway, so there you have it, folks. That's the plans, or a portion of them. There's some I didn't get into because, let's face it, I won't be able to break down all of them. But that just goes to show you what they intend for the Defense Department personnel, okay, it's going to be white. That's what it's going to be, you know, at least at the upper ranks. At the upper ranks, it's going to be white. And I would not be surprised if Brother Putin hasn't told this guy exactly what he wants him to do with the military. Because by putting somebody who has no idea of what to do in charge of the military, you know, what does that tell you? The only thing he can do is fuck it up. So that's where we are with that. Okay? All right. So, and I got to go back to this thing about people out there running their mouth. You know, Donald Trump is president, but he cannot give you license to run your mouth out in the streets. You're going to get punched out. I can't express that enough. You know, I'm trying to do a public service announcement here. Okay? So, now, anybody know who Key and Peele is? Key and Peele. Do anybody know these brothers? You know, hands up. I know who Key and Peele is. Do anybody else know who Key and Peele is? Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I ran across a clip that fucked me up. These brothers are off the chain. I gotta. I really am. I gotta share this one with you because I laughed my ass off. It's stupid as hell, of course, but I gotta show you. Check this out.
I'm gonna bend you over and fuck you right in the asshole.
All right, you know what? Andre, he like to be trying to get into his opponent's heads by saying crazy stuff. He ain't gonna get into my head. He ain't gonna get into my head.
No, I'm not gonna get in your head. I'm gonna get in your asshole, just like I said. Just right up in there, in that tiny little minuscule asshole of yours. This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take you to a nice, high, fancy, highfalutin restaurant, and I'm gonna buy you things, wine and dine you. And we're gonna find some things that we have in common, and they're gonna become inside jokes to us. And then we're just gonna laugh about them in the taxi all the way to your house, where I'm gonna fuck you in the ass.
Oh, okay, now, just me personally, I ain't never seen Andre take it that far before, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I'll tell you whatever. Whatever. I'm finally gonna feel comfortable taking you out to dinner parties. And then all of our friends who are also couples, they're just going to laugh at us because we're that couple that holds hands all the time. And let me tell you something, Claudius, we love each other so very much that no matter how tired I am, no matter how much bullshit I've dealt with over the day, I'm just going to leave it at the door when I fuck you in the ass.
Okay, you know what, man? It's time for you to stop all that nonsense.
That fucks me up. Now, you know, I'll never see Mike Tyson the same. You know, now Mike's supposed to have a fight tonight, I think. Ain't Mike supposed to be fighting tonight? Fighting that dude? I can't even think of the guy's name. Jake Paul or some shit. I don't know what the guy's name is. I think he slapped him in the face the other day, didn't he? But you know, after seeing that, how do you go and look at Mike Tyson the same? You know. Oh man, that was crazy. Oh, Netflix. Okay, I wonder if I could figure out a way to see that. No, anyway, boy, I tell you, you know, it's good like that. It's people like them out there to make you laugh. Okay, now, man, yeah, okay, he. Is it Jake Paul? Jake, that's the dude's name? Or something like that. I know it's a big white dude. All about the money, right? All about the greenbacks. Anyway, because these usually just be exposition fights. They don't be real fights. You know. Anyway. Now, I got a question. Laugh not, cry later. Yeah, right. I got a question. I ran across another clip that I'm going to play. Now I'm curious. Every hotel I've been in had washcloths in the bathroom. I got washcloths in my bathrooms. Now, I use washcloths. I don't consider myself to be poor. Maybe I am as far as some people out there are concerned, you know. But there seems to be a debate on whether you should use a washcloth or not when you washing yourself. Now, I personally prefer a washcloth. Here, let me play this, and then you all tell me what y'all think.
For people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I've only had one friend use washcloths, and when she would stay with me, she'd say, "Can I have a washcloth?" And I said, "I don't have washcloths. There's no washcloth. Use your hand, dummy."
I really do remember the first time I crashed at a poor friend's house, and then he handed over like a towel for after the shower, and then a bar soap, and then a little one. I go, "What's the little towel?" And he goes, "A washcloth." And I go, I threw it back at him. I'm like, "I'm good." And he was like,
Do you use a washcloth?
No.
Me either.
I think
disgusting.
Am I scrubbing my body with a washcloth?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I know. I think we're.
That is like a UTI waiting to happen.
I think we're in the minority. I really do. No, I think we are.
People use washcloths?
I think so.
Like for their body?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, what are you washing your butt with?
My hand. I mean, like, what? I would never. I would never. I'm crying. Would never do that.
No,
I'd burn the wash.
touch.
Using your hand? You know, I guess if you have to, you know, if you're out in the wilderness, if you're somewhere and get caught without a washcloth, you still need to get clean. But purposely not use a washcloth? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that one. How can you clean yourself without a washcloth? Well, let's just run through the water and, get you a rinse. Maybe they got one of them jet dry motherfucking things on their shower that you use in the dishwasher. I don't know. I do not know. Everybody that I know of uses a washcloth. I often go to friends' houses and I see washcloths in the bathroom. I've not been to one that didn't have one. Use a cloth and a scrubby. Yeah, hands. When you say Charles, they just nasty. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. That's just nasty, And to say they never use washcloths and proud of it, to say you never use one. And then said, it's for poor people. That's what the one couple was saying. It's for poor people. And I'm like, and then to say it's disgusting to use the washcloth, But to use your hand is cleaner. Well, hey, here we go. Yeah, sure. That's pretty nasty. That's pretty nasty. Because, and that's, yeah, you throw the washcloth in the laundry. Right. That's the way that works. You use it, throw it in the wash. You don't take it and put it on the kitchen table and use it as a dinner cloth afterwards. They get a happy ending when they use their hand. Well, yeah, maybe you can get a happy ending that way. You certainly get in both ends. You certainly do get in both ends that way. So, I don't know. Imagine having to shake hands with those people. Imagine shaking their hands. That's pretty good. Man, that's kind of scary. So just thought I'd throw that in there because I'm like, man, that is gross. So anyway, also, before I get out of here, because I'm going to end this early tonight. It's Friday. I might try and see if I can go find this fight. I also ran across one that I thought was interesting, and it said a lot. Oh, those people voted for Trump, brother. Good and damn well they voted for Trump. There's no way in hell they didn't. So it is what it is. But speaking of Trump, listen to this brother's opinion and tell me, if it ain't spot on. When I heard him saying this, I was like, man, that is so spot on. Check it out.
Yeah. Another thing is we get to sit back and watch the dissonance in which the party moves with, to where every single thing that's done against Donald Trump is a conspiracy.
Well, yeah,
and every single mistake that he makes is not his fault. We've never seen anyone treated with the singular amount of white privilege that Donald Trump is being treated with. This is a masterclass in white privilege. Trump can't say enough to be racist.
Correct.
He can't commit enough crimes to be a criminal. He can't fail enough to be a failure. And he can't say enough stupid things to be stupid. He is so shielded and insulated by the idea and the concept of whiteness that
I mean, to tell you, if that don't say the whole thing, if that don't say the whole thing right there, the dude is absolutely shielded from anything by the very concept of being white. That is just crazy. That is crazy. Welcome to America, KKK. Okay? That's where we are. Anyway, all right, I'm going to end it right about there and get my tail up out of here. I might try and catch that fight some kind of way. I don't know. I'll see. Hey, any good plans for the weekend? Anybody? Because I certainly don't have any. I guess I'll probably be riding the bicycle if it don't rain, you know. At least I figured out how to get enough layers on to keep that cold-ass air from cutting the shit out of me. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it, Lisa. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got to pay for it. Yeah, Jake Paul. Okay, that's it. So you're going to be staying alive, James. Well, it's not that cold. It's in the 50s. But, you know, when you're out there on a bicycle in the 50s, it's kind of cold, you know, when it's hitting you. So you got to put layers on. Anyway, as usual, if you got something for me, send it to me. And, you know, I will check it out. Yeah, that is too cold. So anyway, I will see you all back here Monday at 7 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I will chat with you later. Take it easy.